back. We are here for Hearts of Wulin, Numberless Secrets, Season 3, Episode 6, Gaze into Silken Night. So, we unfortunately will not have Jade's player for today and for next time as well. So, we will let Jade fade into the background and then see what happens in the meantime. All right, so I just want to hear what people have on tap by looking at their entanglements to start us off. Rod, do you have Mu's entanglements ready, or do you want me to start from the other end?
Yeah, let's see. Entanglements, romantic. I changed it to find lasting happiness with Riverglass. I must enlist Jintong to destroy the Red Lantern Association.
This should be fun. Okay.
Uh, and then the general entanglement. I think my sister's Sun Zheng should be the next leader of the Verdant Light Leaf Alliance. But my friend Jade Starlight is supporting Peony Knight. Maybe I'll change that since Mike's not here.
hmm Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, just think about
yeah.
how you want to maneuver that, and then we can do like a time skip or a time jump because given where you left off last time, you know, depends on what you want to do today. All right. Um,
Yeah.
Jintong, what do you think, Agatha?
Um, my entanglements, I've changed them to the former assassin one is Soup has convinced me to seek a cure for my poison and condition. But just in case things go badly, I must ask Mu to protect River Glass. And then my general entanglement is I have discovered that Widow Mantis, the higher up in the Red Lanterns, most invested in killing me, is my friend Haoran's mother.
Sorry, I'm so excited about that one. And Soup.
Yeah, I just thought of a good one.
You
My
want to change?
romantic, no. That's what I just wrote it down. My
Okay.
romantic entanglement remains the same. I want to be with Jintong, but she can't be free till we defeat Widow Mantis.
Okay.
The general one, I said, I think Gullible Mu should be the leader of the Word and Sword Alliance, but he wants it to be his sister, Sun Cheng.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Amazing. Amazing.
Rod, are you interested in this, or should I change?
Oh,
I think it's a terrible mistake.
Yeah.
But then maybe I mean, should I just mirror that in my own general entanglement?
You don't have to. You totally don't have to.
You,
That's
Yeah.
sorry.
But I
entanglements
guess you
are
can,
meant to.
since
Yeah.
the entanglement you were thinking about changing it since Michael's not here, so
Right.
you could.
Right. Yeah, true.
All right.
Or how funny they come into conflict
Yeah.
because of.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh my god, too funny. Oh my god, and Haran.
Mine are pretty much just adjustments. I have changed my romantic to I love Lehman, but my mother wants me to marry Sun Zing, and I won't kill Jintong for the Red Lantern, but Widow Mantis has pressured me to do so.
Ooh. What if you juice that up a little, John?
Okay.
Because like Widow Mantis is pressuring you to do so, but like we haven't seen it, so
Not yet.
So yeah, what if she's threatening to do a particular thing?
Sure. I can. Oh, I can. I didn't know if I could overstate it that much, but yeah, I would.
I mean, yeah, we haven't seen her pressure you to do so either, so you're making it up regardless.
Yep. Right. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But also, Widow Mantis is your mother, who's already mentioned as a romantic. So if you want to change that, also that's fine.
Okay,
but
I guess now that I know that that's the case, I guess I
Haran doesn't know yet that Widow Mantis
doesn't
is
actually know yet.
Yeah.
Then your general entanglement is my mom is Widow Mantis and she wants to kill my friend.
I mean,
which is fine. It's the same thing.
Too.
It's the same thing.
All right, it's just like I could I guess I could just come up with a new general whole cloth. Let's see.
because I think this session we all find out everything. No more like once Jintong knows, or like once we all know. There's no fun
Yeah.
otherwise. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I would
love these
probably
things.
tell
Yeah.
yeah.
everyone.
And Jintong would not like sugarcoat it to Panera, right?
Oh, no.
Like she's gonna be like,
Do we want that as a conversation? Oh my God, this should be
We
fantastic.
should.
yeah. Let's hit that beat early so Jonn can get his XP scene 1.
Yes. I'm perfectly happy with that. If you want to do that, that's fine. Whatever. We want to just line these things up. So, actually, I just want to establish. Do we want for Mu? Do we want the time skip? Because otherwise, we can move on to something else, which is perfectly fine. Because I still have to get him and Cheng out of wherever they are, regardless. So, I mean, like, aside from that, I think everybody else is wherever the hell they want to be for the most part. Yeah. What do you think, Rod?
Oh, I mean,
Right.
I do want that scene with Cheng to see where we are.
Okay, sure. No problem.
All right. So
And
I'm
it could be a
adjusting.
locked door or something.
Oh,
even.
yeah.
But
No. That's fine.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean-
adjusting my general.
Okay. I mean, so if you guys, if the rest of you want more time to think about like what you want as your scenes, I'm gonna go ahead and just move to, excuse me, Mu and Cheng first, so this way we can like kind of get them out of or establish where they are. Okay. So when last we left off, we had Mu coming upon Cheng Rugong, messing about in the training hall and discovering that there were certain signs in the training hall of some kind of, not digging, but testing. And they discovered essentially a secret passageway. And that's where they went. So, yeah. This is where we find Mu and Cheng right now. And, yeah, we're going down these different, this dark passageway. No idea where it's going. Again, you started in the training hall. And it seems to go down a little bit. It's dimly lit, or actually barely lit. You just seem to get like a sense of light from like chinks from above, like maybe like there's paneling up above you, and maybe from like floors above or something like that. And then it seems to steep downward quite sharply, as if you're starting to go underground. And you get a sense of it's very warm. It starts to get humid and very warm around here.
Cool. Yeah. So
I smell. Do you smell that? It smells like a little sulfur.
oh, I thought that was never mind. Yes. I smell it. Uh,
We must be getting near they were saying about hot springs for relieving tired muscles. But
huh.
why would they hide? Why would they hide the entrance? This doesn't make any sense, Mu.
Maybe this is another part of the hot springs, like the forbidden hot springs.
Forbidden hot springs.
Uh, but let us find out. I just hope there's enough light when we get there.
Me too. You can't see her like nodding her head or anything like that, but she seems to be leading the way, and you feel the brush of her hand against yours. I mean, like kind of like just kind of feeling out where you are just to make sure you're following. I mean, she's not doing it to hold your hand or anything. She's just making sure that you're following.
Okay.
I am feeling against the wall. It seems to be getting rockier. We must be getting near them. And you smell like the scents, like, getting a lot stronger. As also like a more minerally smell as well, like underneath. And of course the humidity goes way up and it gets really hot. And then you start seeing like light coming, almost like it's coming through as from underneath a door. But then you realize it's like there's curtains. There's like, some curtains, like, at the end of this rocky hallway. And when you part the curtains, you realize it empties out into this like low cavern that has like hot springs. And it's like a low cavern of hot springs that are just like, gentle pools that are kind of like, like cascading down onto one another. And there's other entrances, like you see across in the steam, like, there's other entrances through this place. But this is one particular one, and it's covered over in this curtain of yeah, like heavy silk. And it's recent. Like, it's not like this is old and left over and forgotten. I mean, this is something that somebody's maintained. So,
Did you say heavy silk?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like there's sconces here, or there's like, places for light here, like,
Okay.
for torchlight and stuff. So,
I listen for any sounds or people.
you don't hear anyone. You just hear like the sounds of like the bubbling springs, like, just kind of like, again, cascading into one another. It's like multi-tiered, okay? I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's just like very, very, very picturesque, all right?
Cool. All right. So I'll do a study.
Yeah, please do. Go for it.
Uh uh I think water would be appropriate here.
And as you look around, like Cheng does also, like just in wonder, as I wonder why they hid this particular entrance.
So I rolled a total 4.
You rolled a total of what?
4. Let's see if I can
Wait,
change
what did
that
you
though.
roll a face to fate before you did anything else?
Yeah, I did. I rolled a 7 for a piece of fate, so I might just change it.
Or shadow.
Or shadow.
Or a shadow? Yes.
Uh,
Is it current time? Yeah. Shadow in this game.
yeah, I'm gonna do have 5.
Or you both fall in the hot springs. Oh, who said that?
I think that was Agatha that said that.
Agatha, how dare you? How dare you? Okay, we have one beautiful thing going through the season. It is Mu and River Glass. How dare you? Okay.
Just like
How
Agatha
else-
causing trouble.
How else will my brother break bad?
Why
My
did...
lord. Oh my god. Interesting. Okay, anyway. Is that what you want to do? Do you want to do a shadow to up the tier?
Yeah, I should. I just don't know which one.
Okay. Well, you have a
Yeah.
chance to think about it, because we're gonna cut away from the scene in a minute. I just want to give
Okay.
you your clue first, and then of course the complication, just to get you to
All
that 7 to 9 for doodad. Hold on. As I try to get these other moves. Okay. So study. So again, for study, you have you gain 1 hold, or gain 2 hold if you take a cost. So what would you like? 1 hold to do the question about a situation or place or a person. reveal a detail, to declare something, or gain 2 hold to gain a clue and take a cost on it. I mean, again, it's your choice for a 7 to 9. What would you like?
I mean,
yeah. Sorry, Rod. Just before, I just remembered that if you fail the study roll, you can still get a clue if you say somebody else dies. Do you want to just kill somebody off right now? We have too many NPCs. Let's kill them.
That's true.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like
I
that
was thinking
too.
someone should die soon.
Okay.
You could just stumble upon a body now.
Yeah.
Just,
so
you know.
Okay. So do we
so
strike the
funny
shadow
the
and then like
NPC
see a
that
dead
Agatha
body?
has been trying to meet for 3 episodes.
Yes.
No, let me talk to him first. Talk about this last time.
Talk to his corpse. Monologue in his corpse.
I was trying to get you to talk to this dude that one episode, but no, somebody wanted to talk to Soup or something. I don't know what happened that episode.
No, Jade. She should have talked to Jade.
Is somebody resentful?
No.
Somebody resentful.
How dare you?
Okay. All right. So we're sticking with the 4, and somebody dies. Yeah.
Yes.
Man, now I gotta think about who dies. God damn it. Okay. All right. All I'm gonna say is, look.
Radish.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. No. Just kidding.
You are evil.
I wasn't trying to escalate that much.
Yes, you are. Admit it.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you are. Anyway, yes, you are. Okay. Listen. Guys, you guys are making this great. Okay. I'm just going to say that, as you guys are looking around, and Mu, you're definitely, trying to check out the springs, for instance. I think you'll notice that bubbling on the edge of one of the springs, especially in this dim light, maybe you're crouching down, you're kind of checking out some of the edges to see if you can see if anybody's been here recently. You spot you actually touch maybe some of the sitting stones over by the springs, and when your hand comes away, there's blood on the stones. I am not going to say who it is yet. We're going to cut away. Who are we cutting away to? I don't know. Dum, dum, dum.
Dum, dum, dum.
What's the next scene?
I need to talk to Yifeng.
Right now.
No. It's Jintong Pan Haoran.
Give it to me.
We need to have the Jintong Pan Haoran. We need
No.
Pan Haoran to hear about his mom. No, there's no time.
It's too important to let that.
I don't like to do this, but I have to leave in 5 minutes, and that scene needs to happen. So,
wait, who needs to leave in 5 minutes? What? What's happening?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god! What? Oh my god!
Fight you, Thomas.
Something tells me that if when you two get together in person, there's gonna be fisticuffs going on. Anyway.
Nah, no way. I'm a woman of peace.
So demure.
So demure, so mindful. Okay, yeah. Well, that's my request, but I guess I can also bow to the table if we must have this Jintong and Haoran scene.
Well, I mean, after... No, seriously. After finding out that is Pan Haoran's mom, seriously, what would Jintong do? Who would be the first person that Jintong would talk to besides Jade?
What would Jintong do? Yeah, in the scene between Jintong and Jade Starlight, she did tell them that she has Red Lantern business to attend to, but she was going to drop them off with someone.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is where we can get maybe an explanation for what happened to Jade Starlight, because Jintong was like, you should not act alone. So there is that. And her intention was to go seek out Yifeng after, because suddenly this feels, well, suddenly she wants to resolve it sooner rather than later, the whole Red Lantern thing. What if this is a flashback? What do you mean?
Like, we don't have to say when the scene is happening, right? It could have happened before the Shao Chun, not the Shao Chun, before the Panchun
Oh,
Villainess
the
reveal.
reveal?
Yeah.
Oh.
Before Jade Starlight told you, hey, don't go anywhere alone, right? If you want to just do that, like, I think it's the
Yeah,
easiest.
what do you think, Mads?
I like it. I mean, like, because then it gives you the opportunity to do the Yifeng. So just in case, like, there's an untimely, then at least you have had the chance to talk to him. It's
Yes,
fine.
thank you.
Yes. Okay. So, but all right. So we're backing up. Here's a flash. I'm gonna write this down. Flashback. Flashback before pension discovery. Okay. So we're going to. That's a flashback. And then this is Jintong talking with Yifeng. I think you find. Let's see. Hold on. Looking at all the different places that Yifeng could possibly be. God. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah. I think that Yifeng is trying to placate, like, is found outside of the what is it, the general quarters, like some of the chambers, like the guest chambers, and is trying to placate Lord Yao and his entourage, like just kind of making all sorts of promises of, like, yes, this will be done, sir, and all this kind of thing. And maybe that's where you find Yifeng, and, like, right outside of the more opulent guest chambers, as just trying to put a good face on things and just be very, yes, yes, absolutely, my lord, yes, as you say, as you wish, yes. And bowing, like, backing out of the room, and then bowing, and then just waiting until the door closes before he, like, leans against the wall and
This is when I remember that I actually have a move for, like, disappearing into shadows, and every single time I've rolled it, I have failed the roll. So, uh,
I mean,
so
he
wow.
hasn't seen you yet unless you roll badly.
Okay. Well,
Or you want to be seen. Oh.
Let's. Nah, I won't roll to disappear into shadows. I think Jintong will step out of the shadows.
Oh. Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Do I know you?
I guess now I'm wondering, was Yifeng called Yifeng? It seems like no, when he was a kid and at the Red Lanterns. Or else she probably would have remembered his name. So I'm wondering what his name was.
No.
Should I just make one up?
If you want, sure. I mean, were your names, like, do you even remember what your...
is a name that was given
right
to her.
Same, I'm sure same with River Glass or whatever, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what would Yifeng's name have been?
Feng. Okay. Let's say excuse me. Let's say it was like Yihuo or something. So
yeah,
it's something that's similar.
Can you put that into the
H so the last name is the same. And then Huo.
Okay.
Like fire.
Cool. Okay. And then do you actually call him that?
Yes. Let's say that.
Who are you? How do you know that name?
I'm Jintong.
And he starts moving down the hallway. Doesn't even wait for you to follow or walk with him or anything. Whatever you're doing here, best get your business done and then gone.
You do not wish to kill me?
And he just kind of looks over his shoulder at you and goes, "That's not my assignment."
Why didn't you leave while you could?
He kind of looks around furtively and just makes sure that there's nobody in the hall before he turns around and talks to you. There are some things that are just business. And when it's just business, sometimes it's easier to stay rather than go and then try to figure out life afterwards.
Did you go into the chamber? And Jintong is talking about the thing. There's like a room where you get implanted, whatever it is that, can control Red Lantern's associates. And commonly referred in that place is commonly referred to as the chamber. I'm just going to say it now.
Would it be something that he would recognize in somebody else getting?
I don't know. I guess I could study.
The reason, I ask that is because it's he looks deep into your eyes as you ask that question.
Mm-hmm.
Really kind of considering your answer, knowing that he's talking with, Red Lantern to Red Lantern, and then just, will base his answer on what maybe he sees or maybe what you see. Who knows? Do you want to study is my question.
I will.
Or do you want to use your move? I thought you had a move for this or something.
It gave me a +1, I think.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh yeah, there's like a thing where I reveal or... Yeah, I guess that is what this is. Yeah, I guess I am... when you reveal the secret to them, roll, and then on a hit, and so on and so forth. So I think I did, because I called him by his old name.
Okay.
His Red Lantern title. I will roll. Is this metal? Control, calculation, reflection. I feel like it's wood, actually, because I'm curious and puzzled. So I'll roll plus wood. So that's -1, but I get a +1 from my former assassin. So it balances out to 0. That is a 6 that I rolled. You reveal how your actions cut them deeply. They turn fully against you.
Unless you want to spend a bond.
Well, if they turn fully against me, we can fight.
Very true.
Though, yeah, I do have a bond with Eero. So, manipulation or betrayal are revealed. That's on a 7 to 9. Manipulation or betrayal are revealed. I don't actually know what that means. On a hit, choose. Halt their current action. Clear an element, you or them. Make them answer a question. Drive them off. And on a 7 to 9, manipulation or betrayal are revealed. I mean, I want to fight them, but I think I am here to ask a question. So, you know what? Good suggestion, Thomas. I will spend my Yirong Bond, who is Yifeng's uncle. I'll say, did the old man put you up to it? He doesn't seem like the type. Seemed more like a free spirit than anything.
It's almost like the spell is broken. Like he tries to read you even as you read him. And, he just kind of shakes his head and says, yes, that is true. My uncle is... a unique spirit, for certain. But maybe one of the reasons why he's free is because he did not want to be pinned down by our connections. Our varied connections that he will not admit to. Are you familiar
But are you?
Go
ahead.
Are you familiar with the Jonn family?
The what family? Am I?
Yeah, well, I mean, like if you remember Songbird Jonn from the last mystery.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Songbird Jun half cured my condition.
They are skilled with poisons and alchemy, admittedly. We use that, among other things.
What does that have to do with you?
My connections keep me above the fray. Keep me in business. I don't have to get my hands dirty. And I stay protected. While also doing jobs like this on the side.
Did you walk into the chamber?
I didn't need to. Again, my connections kept me protected.
Over the years, there are times when I would comfort myself with the idea that at least someone escaped. I suppose you did.
He almost has a pitying look on his face, which on that face is almost disdainful. Oh, if only you were in such a position as I was, to have the connections that I had. You were plucked off the street as far as I knew.
Yes, I was.
They had to keep you in line, just like all the other street rats.
Why does Pancho want me dead?
Oh, you know.
Actually, sorry. I don't think Jintong would say Pancho. I think she would say Widow Mantis. Yeah. My bad.
No problem. Rewind.
Why does Widow Mantis want me dead? What have I done to warrant this sort of I don't know, this chase?
It's what you did, I think. What you did so long ago. You were with that other street rat. What is it? Glass. River Glass, right? he did not take as well to the conditioning as they had hoped. And unfortunately, they have you to blame for that. And ever since, I think that has been the grudge. That has been the reason why they have put the target on your back.
I don't understand. That does not seem logical.
It doesn't have to be logical. You helped him break the conditioning.
And I have been stronger than him. He was my weakness. They have used him against me multiple times.
And they had to break you in turn. I suppose I'm putting a target on my back for telling you all of this, but...
Will you act against me?
No. I have bigger fish, and he looks at Lord Yao's door. I have bigger fish to fry.
The Imperial forces?
Yes.
That's what Red Lanterns is. I am going to roll to study now.
Okay.
And this time it is metal.
Okay.
Okay. 9 plus 3, so that's a 12. Okay, 3 hold.
Yep. Would you like to spend it on?
Let's see our clues. We have 5 annotated.
For complexity 7, what would you like to do?
Children.
And then, of course, look at the facets to see.
And there's also one more clue for Mu's.
Oh yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, because you decided to do you decided to stick with the 4, so.
Oh yeah, but that will give me 2 holds, I think. Did I read that right?
Hold on, let me look at it
Yeah,
again.
it
The brain
does
not want to work. Yes. Do you want a clue for that, for the 2 hold?
Yes.
Okay, just so
it
I
could
know
be the dead body.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, okay, I'll give you a clue and a dead body, so no worries. It's like I'll be kind. But let's get back to Jintong before I go back to that.
I would like to gain a clue and then rewrite a facet with it.
Sure. Okay, sure. Yeah, let me give you a clue real quick.
Actually, do I want to rewrite a facet with it? Maybe I'll leave the rewriting of the facet. I just want to get a clue.
Depends on, I mean, if you spend all 3 hold, you get all those things in that last bullet point. Or you could do the 2 hold for a clue and then reveal a detail or whatever. So, you know, it just depends on what you want to do.
Yes, I'm just gaining a clue and then I will use my other hold.
Okay, cool. All right. So, in talking with him, in studying him. Okay. I don't know if you're going to make any sense of this, so I'm just going to put it in somehow. All right. So I think as you're studying him and he's telling you these things about what, you know, like hinting at connections with Red Lantern and Songbird Jun and like Lord Yao and all this kind of stuff, I think as you're looking at his person, I mean, like he's got his his I don't know, seneschal or what, I forget what the term is, but like his robes for the household office and everything, and you notice that on his robes, like there's a, I don't know if they have these things like badges or a pin or something, so just tell me what's appropriate, Agatha.
There can be a thing hanging from the belt.
Okay. All right,
so Yeah, it would just
An
be
ornament?
Like, yeah, and it can have like something carved on it.
Okay.
It can also be of like, it can be just like a flat thing with like a word carved on it. It can also just be like some kind of a creature pattern.
Great, because basically what you're going to see is carving of a... Okay, I can type. Carving... Son of a gun. Carving of a butterfly reminiscent of Songbird June's shop on his belt.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that because he also already told me that he is still working with the Jins. So it's like, okay, I guess true. Jino's like looking at it and like, yeah, okay. Jino doesn't get it.
But there's something about... Okay, hold on. Let me like just like fill this out just a little bit more. Filled token. I don't know how you want to put this, but yeah, feel free and like mess around with it, like, you know. But this filled token has the carving of the Jun butterfly on it. Basically, there's something in it.
Sorry, what do you mean by filled token?
Like it's like a like not an antidote vial, but I mean something similar to it. Like, you know, imagine like something locket sized or a little bit bigger, but there's something in it.
Oh,
like, you would know
okay,
that there's
cool.
something in it.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so mess around with that like however you want, but definitely you recognize the Jun butterfly, and then you recognize that this thing's filled with something.
Yeah. I think it was Haoran who killed Songbird Jin, by the way. Anyway, okay. In
Jade was in the scene. I think I can't remember.
No, Jade was there. Jade was just using
taking
their
care of something.
Giant weapon to fight off a bunch of people.
Yep.
Excuse me. Oh, I can establish a detail.
Yes. Establish detail, or do the whole kit and caboodle that you saw there on that last bullet point.
I am going to fulfill the wish of Michael and Rod and say that Yi Feng has in addition to, I think he has something like maybe like I think what's most likely is a sheet of paper with the stamp of Lord Yao on it. And like I think he has Lord Yao's backing for becoming the next leader of this organization that I forgot the name of.
Verdant Sword Alliance.
Yes, Verdant Sword. No, yes. Verdant Sword Alliance. Yes. Okay, well, since he told me that he's not going to act against me, but I see that it's a filled token. I will attack him.
Okay.
I want to take it.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So, wants to take token. All right. I think, you know, as you act and you will attack, I think this will carry us over into like the next scene. Or like you know, we'll cut over to a next scene. But
sure.
your action is like, you know, whirling to take the token.
I don't know if I'm whirling, but I'm definitely closing the distance between us.
Okay. Okay. What is the next scene? Cut to next scene.
We had to cut back to the Mu scene.
Yes. Cut back to the Mu scene. Okay. Ooh, this implicates so many people. Just make sure that I double check my NPCs. Hold on.
No, it can't be Yifeng who died because Jintong's gonna kill him.
Yes.
Damn it.
Yep.
Well, maybe she dumped the body in the hot springs.
Oh no!
That's why you can keep cutting back between the two scenes.
No, come on, we can't. No, hey,
like,
hey, hey.
We did it.
Hey, we can't have like a foregone conclusion. Come on, that's no fun. At least not for that. Hold on.
Also, not guaranteed that Jintong will win. I don't know if they're on the same scale at this moment.
Yeah. So, all right. I think, as you, come away and your hand is, we're cutting back to Mu. I think as you come away and your hand is you see there's blood on it, you trace and go into, behind some of the rocks of the hot spring, and then you see a limp hand there, laying there behind the rock. And then as you go around the rock to see who it is, I'm trying to remember if you've seen them. Give me a second. Yeah, you would have. Duh. Okay. Yeah. It's Xiao Chun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I yelled for
Her
her.
Her eyes are open. She's staring up at you.
Oh, so maybe she's not dead. Thanks, Mu. Yeah, he calls her Cheng. Cheng. And then he'll kneel next to Sharon.
Xiao Chun. And then she'll lean down and then just check to see if she's alive, because she's not moving and her eyes are open, but just double checking. And she just looks at you, Mu, and just shakes her head. And she'll close Xiao's eyes. Who'd want her dead?
I don't know. He was
Her adopted mother killed. But, I mean, it's not like she was in line to take over for the Verdant Sword Alliance. What? Why? We need to let them know.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I know there was blood, but is there a visible wound? I know the light's not that great.
I think you see, well, because I mean, the hot springs and such are not helping any. I mean, if you do move her body, I think you'll see there's a distinct stab wound in her chest. So
Is there a clue that we find here?
would you like to try and study again?
Oh no, this is the clue for the
Oh,
original.
got it.
Yeah,
Sorry
two
about
holes,
that.
yeah.
Forgot about that. Eh. This would be, I guess, implied, because what you find on Shao is the two mantis statues. So the clue itself is a servant is well, I mean, I'm going to say someone is not who they seem. An advisor, I'll just say it that way. An advisor is not who they seem. Finding two wooden mantis statues on Shao's person. Because the wooden mantis statues, or near I should say near Shao. Because if it was your shadowy friend, it's like why would they leave too? Take that as you will, but that's basically what the clue is. Did I fuck it up? What?
No, chat
Just
has
reading
just
the
been going
chat.
crazy.
I can't look at it until afterwards because I mean I can't catch up with this shit. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's your clue.
Okay.
You see it, and
Yeah.
then Cheng is. I don't think. I'm trying to think if Cheng would be very aware of this. I mean, she's aware of red lanterns, of course, but I don't know if she's like specifically aware of the mantis side of it.
Oh yeah. I tell her what I know. I know that the mantis is working with the Red Lanterns from Pan Haoran.
Does this mean that this poor girl was mixed up with them? Is that what it is? Otherwise, why would 2 statues be left with her? We need to let the household know. We need to. So soon after her adopted mother was killed. We may not be able to get out the way we came. Let's take one of the other exits and see if it leads back to the main entrance of the hot springs. And get back to the house and let them know this does not bode well, Mu.
No. Yeah, I'll carry the body, I guess.
You leave the hot springs with Xiao Chun. Yep. All right. So. God. Okay. So. Hold on. I gotta mark some things here. Deceased.
Where's that big X?
I know. I had a big X at one
It was
point,
so
and I
funny.
can't find it.
I just drew it. I can just draw it again.
Yeah, if you want, please do. I guess. Goodness, so gracious. I was gonna say that's way too big, Thomas.
Hey, you know.
Not everybody's dead yet.
Thomas, like, what if I also secretly killed 2 other people?
Oh my god!
This time yet. This time yet.
This time yet. Yeah, there's still time. There's 2 more episodes. Sure, you can kill more people.
Let me put it on
and more
Master
possibility
Fan
of
as well.
misses for sure.
Damn it! I can't copy it.
What? More crime.
I want to put one on Master Fan just.
Yes.
To...
Yeah. Consistency. You should be able to. It's so weird.
Anyway, yeah. Should we do a Soup and Pan Haoran scene?
We should.
The fans want it. You know,
yes, fans definitely want it. I want it.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Agatha looking for this mysterious fan.
Hey, I'm a fan of all the characters, okay? I'm just
exactly.
Come on.
Well, it seems like it's a good time for a break. I don't know. That seems.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm horrible. Yeah, well, it's time for a break. It's actually time for a break. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. And we're back. So the scene that we're having next, I believe, is. Have at it.
Yeah. Jonn, where's the room we're meeting in?
I think it's going to be I think Pan Haran's room is probably in the same area where like his mom's at. So maybe there's we have a section that's for family and retainers. So it'll probably be either in the room or in a place where they have enough space to craft. But I'll just say in Pan room, in his room or space for his room. He's working on crafting some sort of concoctions because he's sort of been put upon the last day or so, and he is trying to, you know, center himself from with considering all the things that have happened. And since this is the first time he's had a chance to be alone without even having his advisor hovering, there was a moment for them to, you know, call to, you know, work on something without the distractions of others.
Nice, nice. You said you're enjoying your moment alone. So obviously, Soup kicks the door open, and it's like.
So I imagine a room has double doors. So you like kick both doors open for whatever reason for dramatic effect.
Yeah, I mean, I said kicked. I think mostly Soup falls through them. You know, it's less kicking, more
staggering.
Yeah, more staggering too. Yeah, that's
like
cool.
Shoulders through the doors. But
yeah.
It looks cooler than he though for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And we'll immediately stand up, turn around, in front of whatever they're working on, not expecting it to be Soup. And so for a moment there's like a look of confusion. Li Zheng?
Haoran, I need another antidote.
For Jintong, I assume.
Yes.
What do you mean another?
The question really, Haoran, should be how you traveled with her. I have come to understand. Traveled with her for so many months and did not have her take the antidote, allowed her to just carry it along.
Well,
you must have seen her physically deteriorate in front of your eyes.
Well, I tried to convince her, and I even sent letters to you for advice on how I could do that. So, but ultimately, I can't make Jintong take the antidote if she's unwilling.
I think Soup just like deflates, you know, and he goes, "Of course, you're right. I'm sorry. Obviously, you tried your best, and she will do whatever she wants. I'm glad that you were with her, Haoran. I'm glad that she had you."
Well, of course. How are you doing? Because I honestly, I was foolish and I shouldn't have left Radish, but I honestly didn't expect to have Jintong as a companion after you took the antidote from me.
Let's not talk about my sister. You know, if you're still in love with her, that's, you know, that's fantastic, obviously, but uh, you know, like you said, we can't make anybody do anything. So the fact that I don't understand what you see him as is not relevant to this conversation.
Well, oh, would you like something to drink?
No. No, we need to. No. I'm sorry. Like, let me just say what I need to say first. Haoran, I apologize I did a cruel thing to you, and I ran away instead of sorting it out. And I wasn't honest with you. I tried to I'm not as I thought I was clever, and I'm not. And I hope you, in the months past, you have found that the grace to forgive me at least a little bit.
I don't understand. There's nothing for me to forgive.
No,
no, what you did was honestly the best thing. I wish there's things I should probably tell you, but I don't know if now is the time. Just join me. Let me have a peaceful moment before we discuss things further, please. I've had a rough morning.
I'm not sure what you mean by a peaceful moment, Haoran. You want me to stand here quietly for a minute, 2 minutes?
Well, where you mentioned the antidote, I suppose you could help me with trying to figure that out.
That I can do. The being quiet for 2 minutes literally wasn't possible. So it's convenient that there was another option.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That may have been a very unrealistic request.
It was. And while we make this antidote, you can tell me about your difficult morning, and if I can help with that, I will.
Are we comforting and supporting now?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Who's comforting and supporting whom?
I think it's me. I think Haoran has had a very bad morning.
Okay.
I've just been poisoned. Come on.
I've only been poisoned. That's all.
One of us is having a clearly worse.
Yep.
One of us is fighting with their mom. You know what I mean? Like, it's just okay. When you assist a fellow PC roll, I guess I'm assisting you. Lift them up. Okay.
What are you rolling with?
That is a good question. Wood, patience, growth, curiosity. Definitely experiencing some growth right now. Oh, I rolled a 2, so it's fine. I didn't help you at all. Just
what the fudge?
I don't know. I don't know how this like. I literally did 2 ones. I have +0.
Oh my God.
I think man, I wish I was helping, but I think yeah. It's just not. How do you explain this, Jonn? Am I just not a good listener? Am I just too selfish?
Oh man,
it's gotta be bad. What do you hear? Okay, so I'm gonna give you a prompt. So what do you hear in Soup's words or tone that makes you think he is being exceptionally insincere.
Or I steal Rod's
Oh.
face to fade.
Or you steal Rod's face to fade. I mean, what do you want to do? Yeah.
Which I feel like it would be strange for it to come across badly, considering
Yeah, it feels
how
bad.
you went about the scene.
Yeah, it feels bad.
I mean, I also feel like, a hard move can also just be something else happening to the scene. It doesn't have to be that you come across poorly, but
That's
yeah,
true.
there is the face to face.
Yeah.
So
no, I like the idea taking the face to face.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you, Rod, once again.
You're welcome.
Making sure the right thing happens.
Yeah.
Maybe you think like, what would Moose say?
What would Moose say?
What would Moose say? and the answer is something factually untrue, but somehow comforting.
Your
Jonn,
ex-fiance a cop. That'll make him feel better.
So I hear you're a cop. Like, what? Casually.
No.
Pissed off. Like, no.
You get a bond on me, or you get to clear an element. You don't have an element marked, so just take a bond. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
I imagine I would be telling you what happened with Jade and Pan-Shun this morning.
Yeah.
Because that's like too precedent to like let that go.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you also tell me about kissing Radish in front of Zheng?
I don't think so. After your reaction earlier when I mentioned being in love with Li Min, you didn't seem like you're.
It's just brother sister stuff. Okay, that's
right.
That's come on. It's just
Okay, then I will tell you and just get the awkward response I assume that I would expect when you talk about love with your like.
Yeah. Ben, your story involved. You somehow managed to have it in the last 12 hours annoy like 4 different people, and that's tough. One of them potential fiance, one of them someone you're in love with, my sister. Again, I'm not sure why, but let's not talk about it. Also your mother, and also your best friend. And I need to assure you that Jade, like, maybe for the best, maybe not a real friend, just consider it. I kind of just a thought, but
yeah, to be fair, I annoy people with things I've already done, not things I've done since I've gotten here. It was just a matter of time that I would see the consequences of my indecision.
These are not the consequences of your actions, Panhara. These are the consequences of your mother's actions. She refuses to ask you what you want. She makes decisions clumsily and forthrightly, and then when things go wrong, is surprised. And she shouldn't be.
But there's more to it than that.
It is the role of children to disappoint their parents.
That I agree. But again, as I said, there's more to it.
Agatha just like reminding me about things, like just like unnecessarily, like it's not the air I breathe, like just Agatha's like, oh, like like the genre conventions. I'm like, not a genre convention, just life. Like,
what are you talking about?
what are we talking about? Yeah, okay. Yeah. No. This is
Well,
how.
now that you mentioned it, you should probably say the whole thing so that people don't get confused.
Okay, sorry. Think about the audience. This
Thank you,
reminded me that
audience.
arranged marriages are normal. And I'm like, yeah. Arranged marriages are normal. And this is how we talk about the people who arrange them. Yeah, absolutely, uh, absolutely true to life. Anyway, yeah, your mother is, it is the right of parents to make decisions that are the best for them. And it is the right of children to upset all such plans.
Yes. And that I can agree with. But I think you don't know the Water Lily Society and you don't know my mother, or else you would understand that there is a lot more going on than I was hoping to have to reveal.
Look, you're supposed to kill Jintong. I get it. Like, you're secretly an assassin. Like, that's fine. Of course I knew that.
Yes. Yes, but I don't think you really know.
The
Lehman,
Water Lily
you weren't
Society
the
is secretly all assassins. Sure.
Lehman, you
Look,
weren't the first person that I've been in a relationship with. But you are the first person that I haven't killed.
your mother asked you to cultivate relationships with people and then murder them.
You don't understand. Since I was a child, my mom taught me that we are the Water Lily Society. Our family is always in threat by other more powerful clans and organizations. And, and since I was young, it seemed accidents always seem to occur around my family. And so I was certain that before I met you, that most of the people I met were vile creatures, people who I believed were a threat to the Water Lily Society, and that I was doing what was necessary to make sure that our family was safe amongst all its threats. But when I was betrothed to you, and despite you believing it, I didn't believe you were a bad person. And that made everything harder. And so I didn't know what to do. But it seems that making a mess of things actually was the right thing to do. Because now I'm betrothed to Zheng, and you're not dead. So I regret many of the things I've done. It seems stumbling around foolishly was the action that resulted in what needed to occur. So I suppose that sounds foolish that I just stumbled around making mistakes and then was successful. I imagine you find me quite foolish for that sort of actions, Lee Zheng.
No, Haoran. Stumbling around making mistakes is life. That is the only way that I have ever lived. It's the only way that I have ever learned anything. And I do not think that you are any more of a I don't think you are any more confused than anyone else. And I thought I had figured everything out about you, but I did not realize that your mother used you in a kind of Black Widow-like situation. Would that be appropriate? Would that be an appropriate description of what you're doing?
No, I don't like being associated with the Black Widow clan.
All right. Yes. Obviously. They are underhanded barbarians. You are sophisticated. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that if again it is apparent to me that in the light of that, my actions are in fact worse, and that I only contributed to a tough situation that you're already in. And again, I apologize. But it is my opinion, and you can disregard this, that now that you have decided that that you are going to disobey your mother and follow your heart, you consider like I will do everything I can to help you, Van Horan. And if your mother and the rest of the Water Lily Society come after you, I assure you, they will first have to face the 8 steps of the ghost.
Of course. I don't know if I can blame the entirety of the Water Lily Society, but I can tell you for certain that I am no longer interested in the life I led before now. But I understand that I am still accountable for all of it, even the foolish mistakes. But it seems you want me to apologize for something you did.
No apologies.
Good. So let's finish this antidote that you helped me with. Should I roll? Because I have.
I was waiting until you guys were wrapping up.
What? This antidote might not work. What are we rolling for?
For 14 blades.
14 blades. It lets me create strange devices and substances.
So yes, you need to roll.
Okay, so I think the scene's finished. I don't think there's anything else I want.
Jonn, if you roll a 79, that's bad. If you miss, that's very, very bad. What?
No, I don't. We can just not do that. And
I have 5 deadly venoms.
Oh.
Okay,
Nice.
which allows me to spot and identify any kind of poison or potion before it's consumed. My friend's town has been poisoned. You have +1 for treat and heal them with overcome. Okay.
I think you should roll.
Can I roll overcome rather than Jonn rolling 14 blades? Because
what?
Okay, it's basically the same thing. Okay.
Don't panic. I mean, like, if you, but basically, okay. So, Yeah, let's just like see where the roll is because like I said,
Yeah.
I mean, hold on. If Jonn rolls poorly,
I can
then
still
it
use
is as I
shadow.
said. No wait, it is as I said. Then your online dice roller is ass, and you should stop using it. And then we'll take it as it comes, and you can use shadow or bond or whatever the heck. Not shadow. You can use bond to raise it up or whatever, um, or accept
And
some wonderful
also,
consequences.
all of the options are very juicy no matter what.
Yeah,
So
exactly. I mean, like it is what it is. And then, and then you could choose to use 5 deadly venoms if it comes down to it, Thomas. So no worries. I mean, like just wonderful dramatic stuff going on. So hey, we just feed into the dramatic frenzy. It's fine. So
If if Jonn rolls a miss, the antidote becomes a poison.
yeah.
That's kind
But
of
then
crazy.
that's
Like,
when you can swoop in with 5 deadly venoms. It's all good. It's
and
all
then I
good.
pick it up and I throw it on the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
and then
fair,
poison the two of you.
I could just be poisoning myself. It doesn't necessarily mean it becomes a poison and automatically now Jintong's poison. It could
Well,
be
no, now you
there was an
have a
error and
poison that
now
you
we are
can
poison.
use. It's
Right.
Chekhov's poison.
Puffs
I don't-
poison. I love
I don't
it.
poison people.
Yeah, we can just notice like, oh,
Wait,
this
so you're
did
gonna
not work
snatch
out.
it from Haran? I mean, like, okay, never mind. Okay.
No, okay,
Whatever.
John,
Hey, look,
just don't
it's
roll
fine,
a
it's
miss.
fine,
Okay,
it's fine, it's fine.
Okay,
I can.
Like you
I
can
can
I'll
confuse
just
it.
roll a 10 plus. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Like you can
Yeah.
control what
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
Panarin does.
I
I just-
will take it personally.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I can live with those consequences. Wait. Is who's taking it personally? Is Soup taking it personally or Thomas taking it personally?
Me.
Okay, I can live with that.
No,
Okay.
What the hell's going on? Just roll, damn it. Ugh.
Yeah.
I am going to use what am I? Water, I think makes sense here.
Gotta be your best bet.
Wisdom, wisdom, flexibility,
Sure.
awareness. I think that's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 13.
Perfect. You
See?
build it. It's beautiful. It
See,
shines.
you
It
hyped
glistens.
it up for nothing.
It has
Yeah.
shimmering iridescence in it. It's
It
beautiful.
glows.
All
I
right.
hold it like it's a Legend of Zelda.
Ah! Yeah.
See, you're worried about nothing, Thomas.
Yeah. I think maybe we end the scene with like once we build the poison, I think Soup gives Pan Haran a hug
Okay.
and we fade out on that.
All right.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Amazing. All right. So while Rod takes care of some IRL stuff, Jintong, do you want to continue on with the fight scene or did you want to do something else? It is up to you.
Do I want to escalate or de-escalate?
It is up to you. Yeah.
Let's escalate. I will.
Let's see. Let's take a look at the moves.
So I will resolve this
Mhm.
with a dual roll, but my intention is to grab and take.
Okay.
It's not to actually fight him. As in, sorry, not my intention. Jintong's intention is to grab and take. But then it can become like an action sequence is what I mean. And I can resolve it with a roll.
Okay. I'm just wondering if this is a
Are you thinking that this is an overcome instead? Is that
Yeah, I'm thinking it's an overcome because I mean, since you're not gonna necessarily fight.
Well, sure, but I feel like with the duel, it's more interesting because then you can determine whether our scales are the same, and then like, I feel like there are more things in that mechanic that will make this more visually interesting and then also more dramatically interesting. Whereas overcome is just like,
Yeah, you do it or not do it. Okay,
yeah,
got it.
That's why I proposed it. But if you
Okay.
want to go with overcome, I'm fine with that too.
Well, I mean, like I'm also pretty easygoing when it comes to stuff like narrative freedom. So I mean, like if you want to describe an overarching fight scene with overcome, I'm perfectly happy with that too. But your goal is to grab the thing.
Yeah.
All right. So because of what he does, what he particularly does at this point, and your particular condition, I think.
So he's not expecting me to attack him.
No.
But yes, I am poisoned, and I have the cheap. I don't corruption. There we go.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What's my scale?
I mean, I want to say it's like it's the same or lower than Yifeng's at this point,
Okay.
just because you know, he may not be expecting it, but yet, you know, you are also like poisoned and such. But he's also kind of like a little bit more soft since he's more administrative at this point rather than full on like assassiny. So, although he will do assassiny things, but not in the same way you do.
Yeah.
So I'll say same. Yeah.
Same. Okay. Okay. I rolled a 7 plus 3 is a 10.
Okay.
So, ooh, action scene. Okay, so what Jintong does is like we're talking, and then
Yes.
Jintong eyes catches the that I don't know what the word is. Yeah, the token hanging from his belt. And then it's just like we just get like the close up on the belt and then like close up on Jintong's face as she's glancing down. And then
I think he sees it. He sees your glance down.
oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then Jintong looks back up at him and then looks like she's about to say something. But then instead I don't think we were standing very closely. So
Do you want to go fight in the snow?
how do we move it out into the snow?
Because I mean, like, you know, we're out in the hallway, you know, so maybe there's like, you know, the windows and such that we could just like kind of break out into it. Or you try to grab, we both tussle and then like we both like, you know, leap out. But it's not as graceful as you jumping out with Jade, like, you know, outside of the balcony before. It's more like you're tussling and then ending up in fighter pose, like outside
Yeah,
when you
I
land.
think I think Jintong is like reaching out for
Mhm.
it.
Yes.
And then he probably moves back
Light.
and this is like a
Yes.
wire work
Yes, exactly.
moment, right?
Yeah, the lightness thing. Yep.
And then so he moves backwards
Yes.
through the window and then
Yep.
I jump through the window after him, of course.
Right.
What does he do? How does he parry? or yeah.
Well, I mean, like, you know, he will like dodge, like, you know, he'll like, you know, shift his angle so you can't grab at the token. Like he may even like, you know, do a fine sweep with his long robe sleeve, so this way it interrupts your grab so you can't get at the token because it's behind his sleeve as he lands in the snow and then just kind of like, you know, just kind of like settles himself and then just kind of gets into a position as if like, you know, ready to talk to you again, but you know he's ready to do.
It's behind his sleeve. Is that what you said?
Yeah, basically he's like swept his sleeve and like it.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's on his belt,
Yeah.
he's kind of
Yeah.
essentially moved his belt so the token is now behind him rather than in front.
Yeah. What is around there? We're outside. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
I think this is probably similar to the fight with Riverglass before, where Jinho like shattered a pot and threw a bunch of his pieces. But I think this time she'll hit a tree beside her, and then as like clumps of snow and ice fall or like the frozen leaves fall, she'll hit each one of them, so then they're firing off at him at different angles, and then she does that in quick succession, and then she rushes through the snow, and then all the snow like like bursts around her as she so it's like what he sees is like these like different pieces of ice and stuff coming, and then like right behind them is like Jintong's face with like the white hair and then the snow in the background, you know.
Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I think he'll lean away, and it's like he does that kind of like curve away from it, and then like he sees you coming as he's leaning like leaning away, and then like kind of curves back, and then will step to meet you. Now you're just like,
I kick him.
and then I think he will meet it with like a knee to block you. I mean, I can't do it with my knee, obviously, but yeah, he's meeting you with a knee,
blocking with
block
the
you,
knee,
and
yeah.
like the snow kicks up, in your face as he's doing it. So
Yeah, and then because I think I'm going really hard with that kick, it's like when he blocks it, then I basically like half bend down and then hand on the ground to pivot myself, to then push further. So then we glide like through the snow, or not glide, we slide through the snow,
yeah.
and and then like impossibly, I will hook my leg onto his, and then like swing around to like grab him.
Are you swinging around to grab him so this way you're behind him now, like in a
Yes.
headlock?
Yes.
Yeah. And then I think this is where he's going to probably like clench at you, and then just, what exactly are you doing? I mean, he'll ask you outright.
You know, like still like holding on, and then just like reaching down and then grabbing the token, which is now behind
Yeah,
him, right?
it's behind him.
So
Yeah.
it's between us two.
Yeah.
So she'll just like reach down and then pull it out, and then let go.
And then he'll
And
notice like it's no longer on his belt, like as you let him go.
well,
And
yeah, I think she lets go, like basically like jumps off, and then with that same movement, then like pushes him away, so that there's space between them again.
Yeah, and then
In case he wanted to strike.
Yeah, he wanted to, and he probably like kind of rights himself, but like will try to do a back kick just to see as you push him away, and then he just like kind of like reaches behind him and then notices that you have it, and then he just like kind of looks back at you and says, "You think it's going to do something for you?" Only if you want the ire of the Junes.
So I do show mercy. I do not kill him. Oh, I get to declare a shift in the fiction.
Yeah. Press someone, shift an entanglement. Oh, shit.
I think what Jintong will say is, whatever relationship you have with the Juns, me taking this will not worsen my relationship with them. I am going to live, and you should not stand in my way. Yihuo. And I guess I would like to impress him. I mean, he could either be afraid or just like acknowledge that.
Sure.
The intention is that he definitely, he will either like, what I want is for him to like, if it doesn't impact his goals too badly, like he will like help me or like not get in my way.
Okay. Are you doing something impressive, or are you just like
Well, I just showed him that I could kill him at any
That's
point,
true.
even in my extremely weakened state.
That's true. That's true. I think he'll just kind of like, look at you and then give you a heart-stopping smile, dare I say it. And he will say,
A Red Lantern special.
yeah, Red Lantern special. And then he'll say, well, if your only goal is to live, then good luck to you, Jintong.
I don't need luck.
You will. You will. I won't stop you. Again, I have bigger fish. As long as you don't stand in my way.
If you walk into my path, I will eliminate you.
And I think at that point he will just look at you, give a lopsided smile. Again, another Red Lantern special. And then he will, give you a full-on respectful bow at that point. Yeah.
And Jintong will return it, holding the token that she grabbed.
Yeah, just turn the screw a little bit more. For sure.
Okay, so, it says impressed. Does that mean that I get a bond with you?
You could. Let me see. What does it say for impress? I forget.
Oh no, it just says impress someone. It's not like the impress move.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't get a bond. That's fine.
No.
Yeah.
Sure. But you did mark XP. You can mark XP.
I did. I marked XP.
Since you showed them mercy and let them escape.
Yay. Thank you for the fight scene. Yay.
And I think, thank you. That was fun. And I think because I think of where it was held, because of like the what's the word? The isolation of these very specific chambers or whatever. I mean, like nobody was there nobody else was there to see. It was more of a kind of like a more isolated part of the compound of the estate. So another benefit. Okay. Who's next? So we enter into a scene where in the audience chamber, the Great Hall, give me a second. Checking locations, even though I can make it up. Yeah, I'm just making it up. Okay, so I think in the main hall, I think in the audience chamber, I think the Lord Yao has kind of started to make an officious statement about how, just wanting to have more of an imperial presence in this area, and didn't, wanting to keep the Verdant Sword Alliance, within the goals of the Emperor and all this kind of, officious sounding stuff. And several people are there. Zheng, Peony Knight, and several others like Snowy Pine, just making their thoughts known, as again Lord Yao is just trying to keep a very fussy presence, and trying to kind of lead this group, which they're not having any of it. And this is what you find when you make your way there. I guess since Soup and Pan, you're closer or closest because you were inside and crafting. You probably get wind of this discussion, which gets a little bit heated, as people are making their opinions known. And Jintong, like, maybe you're coming from outside from talking with Yifeng, and, you hear this going on. Whether you care or not is a different story. But, yeah, I mean, like, Mu, whenever you and Cheng will burst in with Xiao's body. Basically, all the NPCs that were introduced so far are here.
Wait, so you're bursting in with Sultran's body? Is that what? Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, I'll walk in. There's been another murder.
What? I mean, and that's Sun Zheng, who's like on the edge closest to you. And then I
Uh,
think we all spotted, and then like all the servants are like, you know, Xiao Chun, and then like, they'll go over and take her body from you. And there's a wailing that goes up, of course, because yeah, she's she was well liked from some of the servants that were here. So
Is Punch-Shin here?
yes, I mean she was on the outskirts, of course. I mean, like, she doesn't have anything to do with the leadership portion of it. I mean, she's just been the sponsor for the refurbishment of the estate. But I mean, like, yeah, she's just been kind of like on the outskirts, just kind of watching proceedings so far. She has her face mostly behind a fan, and she's
I'm gonna
attended
use
to the
the
servants. Yeah.
I'm gonna use the proud youth move. When
Okay.
you seek the guidance of an elder, either in the present or flashback, tell them the challenge you face and roll. On a hit, they tell you what to do. On a 10 plus, they reveal their own secret connection to the problem. Um, if you listen to the advice, take +1 ongoing. If you ignore it, mark XP.
Okey-doke.
So I'm gonna ask Lord Yao.
Mm.
uh, uh, Lord Yao, I know you are here representing the Empire, but normally, while we would listen to you, you were the last person who spoke to Master Fan. How do we know that you were not involved in her death? And let's roll. I will use
Okay.
fire, I guess, because I don't like Imperial people.
Mm.
All right, 11.
Okay. On a hit, they tell you what to do. On a 10 plus, they reveal their own secret connection to the problem. Hmm.
If you listen to their advice, take +1 ongoing for the problem.
I mean, but what if he tells you it's like to keep your nose out of it? I mean, come on, New. Um, what was your specific question again? I mean, just.
Oh, so I mean, I guess I ask you like, what would you have us believe um, when you're kind of a suspect in this?
Interesting. Oh boy. Given the light of your move, I think he presents himself with a more kindly countenance than anyone has seen thus far. And I think, he'll just kind of, even though you're challenging him, I mean, like he just sees again, like, the exuberance of youth on your side, I suppose. And he'll just kind of like look at you and just say, I would have you believe that the Emperor has the best interests of this region and the Sword Alliance at heart. And we would not have come if it wasn't for the concern of Master Fan taking the Verdant Sword Alliance in a unorthodox direction. I suggest keeping a more neutral observance. Really listen to what is being said, not only by the leaders of the various factions in the Alliance, but also of the Emperor himself. You may find that this trouble, Master Fan's demise, was of, unfortunately, and he's actually putting a hand on your shoulder, Mu, talking to you personally, may find that it was of her own doing and not from any specific political leanings.
I think Soup will speak up. And Soup will be like, as the Venerable Lord Yao talks about himself as the representative of the Emperor here, and talks about the Unorthodox Word and Sword Alliance. I think the question we all have to be asking ourselves is, why are the Red Lanterns here? Who do they serve? Do they serve you, Ladia? Do you hire assassins, bring them here? Are you so afraid of another complicated political scenario?
I think he will draw himself up from talking with Mu and remove his hand from your shoulder, of course, Mu, and look at Soup with the most disdainful look he can possibly pull on his face. I know of no red lanterns here. If you know of the Red Lantern Association skulking about, you should present that to this honored table, sir. Identify those who would come here and disrupt the proceedings. Not lay the blame on the Emperor's door.
Who would obviously never besmirch the name of the Emperor. I was just asking a simple question. You wish to see a Red Lantern? Here you are. And I will point to Xiaochen, the dead body of Xiaochen.
Mr. Fan's adopted daughter. Huh.
Wait, can we hear Haoran's gasp, please?
Yeah. Jonn, you need to gasp.
You're on mute,
You're
man.
muted.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
Thank you, Jonn.
And then Soup is like, oh damn, I should have informed Pan Haoran.
Are you
never thought about
serious?
it.
Oh my
I never forgot to do that. I forgot to
Hours
tell
that we were in the
Jintong.
same room.
Forgot to tell Jintong. Forgot to tell Pan Haoran. Damn, Jade Starlight. Anyway,
So
not only was there a Red Lantern here, but someone has killed them. And one can only assume when killing a Red Lantern that one is acting in self-defense. Does that not seem fair, Nadia?
yes, that does make sense. A surprise that they survived to do so, but yes.
Maybe not so surprising when we remember that, after all, we are in the presence of some of the land's greatest martial artists.
Peony Knight immediately just, like puffs out her chest, and her 3 attendants are just whispering amongst themselves and giving
Not
you
her.
the first great, like most complimentary look you've seen from them since ever.
I'm so there's a part of me that just wants to very clearly say not her out loud, but I won't do that.
Yeah, I'm just hovering with my dice, ready to study.
Yeah,
just like
just
Jonn.
one last thing. And then I would say, obviously, before Ren Yang made this momentous revelation to all of you, you were discussing what should happen with the Verdant Sword Alliance and the question of leadership. I believe Lord Yao is right. I believe.
And everybody's looking at you like, what?
I believe that the Alliance does need a more neutral leadership. This needs someone with obvious credentials, a noble air, a loyal reputation. And that is, of course, Ren Mu Yang himself.
And everybody gasps. I mean, like Sun Zheng is of two faces. She's kind of surprised, but then kind of actually considers it for half a second. And then, like, of course, Peony Knight is outraged, and her attendants immediately burst out. No, I mean, like, and they do their alternating, like, outraged talk, and then I forget what I said. Like, was like, Cheng doesn't say anything, and she just kind of considers you Mu, like, kind of contemplatively, and just like looks at Soup like, that's a surprise that you'd put forth Mu's name, that sort of thing.
What
And
about
everybody
you?
else is objecting.
What about you, Feng? Considering that he has Lord Yao's backing.
Yi Feng he's actually off to the side, and he was ready to just kind of step forward to just kind of like settle people down. But at that, I mean, like, I think he's again like giving a measured look in Soup's direction, even as he's trying to put a look of surprise on his own face, like, just like playing pretend with everybody else.
I think Soup will give him a knowing look, right? Soup will give him a look and just being like, if you want to say something, if you say something, I'll say something, kind of thing. Yeah.
Mu will shake his head. Um, I I think I think I think my sister would be a better candidate. She already leads a school. Uh, and my father in his time was a major part of the old Verdant Sword Alliance. So there is history. And I'll look at Sun Zheng's direction.
I appreciate my brother's confidence in me. And she looks to everyone, like, in the assemblage in turn. This is not a decision that should be made in haste. We should all consider our options. With Master Fan and now Shao Chun dead, we have to consider our priorities. We are all in danger right now. We do not know who killed them. We need to keep ourselves safe and to find out as soon as possible who did this. And this is where she looks at you, Soup. Master Soup, you discovered truth at my school a while back. Would you consider doing the same here? Finding out who did this to ensure our safety.
Oh, I mean, I've already figured it out, obviously. I thought we all knew.
Interesting. Okay. Are you serious? Or is this just like a dump moment again?
No, this is mostly a dump moment. I think I just want to.
Can we study?
Yeah.
Everyone who wants to study.
Yeah, study just to gather more shit, for your. Love it. Okay, so Jintong, go for it. What are you studying specifically?
Or, I mean, Jonn said it first, so
I don't care. Whomever wants to study or whatever first.
So
I want to study. I'm looking for trouble. Like, I'm like looking to see when these like accusations and things are said, what here is like suspicious. So that's why I'm studying the people here.
Yeah, but your move is a taste of cold steel. So
Or is this me doing a study and I get extra questions?
You get the extra questions, so you can still study, get whatever you get for the study move, but you have 2 extra questions that you can ask, or one of those 2 questions. Yeah. One of those 2 questions.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like water applies here. So I'm going to use that. No, I would hate to get that marked, but I'm doing it. I did it. And I got a 9.
Okay. You basically get the 1 hold, or gain 2 hold if you take a cost. With 1 hold, you can ask a question, gain, reveal a detail. Those first few things, or you can gain 2 hold if you take a cost. That is up to you.
Okay. I had all the cost I really want to have at this current juncture. I will get cost later. I'm just going to ask my question now and be happy with that.
What's your question?
So, and my question is, oops, I gotta find it again. I somehow
you can always shadow to bump it up.
That's true.
Or I can spend a bond with you and give you +1.
Oh.
Do that too. What do you want?
You know, Jonn's been hurt too many times.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Van Horen needs this. I'm gonna spend my bond.
Aw. Yeah. Okay. All right. So basically, you get to 10. So basically, you get 2 hold. So you can either spend that for a single clue or do the things. For a hold each.
I mean, I think I want to find out who's about to cause trouble, because I feel like in this moment it's going to happen. And
that's your one question. That's your move.
So
question.
That's going to be my first hold. Is going to be who here is looking to cause trouble.
And then you want a clue for your 2 hold.
Wait, so the questions don't cost the whole?
No, it says in addition.
In addition.
Oh,
that's your move.
Yeah. I'm sorry, my brain just thought this got appended to the list that was already there, not in the. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll do the clue, because do we need clues? Yes, then I'll do the clue.
Okay.
Is Soup helping just that Soup is taking up so much attention that Haoran looking around at people, it doesn't seem as obvious?
I think it's more he's saying these very contentious statements that someone's gonna be giving. Maybe someone is giving off someone's reaching for a dagger or something like that, because this is a tense moment.
Yeah.
That is also literally what I'm doing, right? Which is that
I'm going to make this fun. While you're looking around for who's going to cause trouble, because it's going to be 2 separate things.
Okay.
So the clue that you see is your mother. Hold on. While she's there, and like I said, she's got her fan mostly hiding her face as she's paying attention to all the hubbub that's going around. But you notice her fan is hand painted with a strange half-finished landscape on it. It is not a fan you have seen before, and it is half-finished.
Okay.
And then as you're looking around for, let's see, trouble. You know what? Fuck it. I think, as you're looking around to see who's going to cause trouble, I think you'll notice at your mother's, the hand that's not holding the fan. I don't remember which one, left or right, whatever hand is not holding the fan, by that hand by her seat, you'll see a little wooden mantis statue. So take that as you will.
Okay. Thank you, Mance. Thank you.
You are welcome. Jintong, would you like to study?
Yes.
Yes.
And I will study with probably metal, calculation, reflection.
And yeah, what do you study?
I'm curious about who could have killed Shaochun, now that I know that Shaochun is Red Lantern, and works for Widow Mantis Pension. I'm like, I think I'm looking at that. I'm also looking at Pension to see if there's any surprise on her face. Or like not on her face, but I think like any kind of like involuntary automatic reaction. So the kind of like involuntary tensing up when you are ready to fight, as someone who is very good at fighting, that kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
So I assume her face will be very will be whatever her reaction is will be appropriate to the situation. So I'm looking for the other thing. I want to know if she's surprised by the death. So
I mean, she might have been, she could have been, but I mean, like, you know, it was a big hubbub before.
Yes.
When the body got brought in. And her face is mostly covered over by that fan. Oh no.
So that's why I'm looking at her whole body. I rolled a 9 plus 3 is a 12.
Oh. All right. So with the 12, I mean, like, you know, you got your 3 holds, so.
Can I get some basic information first, just from the success of my... That'll help me determine what I want to do with the holds.
Okay. Are you looking just at Pension right now? Or looking all around at people?
I'm looking at Pension. I'm also looking at Shaochun's body. Not closely.
You can see the dried blood on Shaochun's chest, so you can tell it's a stab wound that killed her. I mean, like, well, all right, hold on. I mean, it may be the stab wound that killed her. Could be poison. Could be something. Who the hell knows? But anyway, you can tell there was a stab wound, so there's dried blood there. And yeah, she's laying on the ground where Mu laid her.
Okay. Does it look like she's been stabbed with a sword? What kind of a weapon was it?
It could be a sword, you know, but I mean, it's big enough that it looks like it's something bigger than a dagger.
Okay.
So, yeah. You may be on the side that doesn't see the little wooden mantis statue that Haoran sees.
Okay. I would like to get a clue.
Okay. So that's 2 hold, and then you can decide what you want to do with the last, okay? As your gaze pans from Shaochun's body to, like, you know, all across the assemblage, and then maybe goes to Pension, I think you'll notice that the hand that's holding the big fan that covers most of her face looks like it's injured. I'll let you describe. I mean, this isn't part of your 12, but I should say, because of your 12, you can describe what kind of injury it is, but, you know, it's not your last hold, basically. You can still do whatever you want with that last hold if you want.
Sorry, you said that was on Shaochun. Shaochun. Is that right?
No, it's on non-Pension.
Pension. Okay.
The hand that's
thought
holding
it was
the
Pension,
fan.
and then I somehow gaslit myself.
It's okay. That's okay.
Okay. On the back of Pension's hand, an injury. Sorry. My mind immediately went unhinged. I will reel it back. There are so many things that it can't be. Because, if it was the injury that one gets after going through the chamber, then I will be establishing something. But no, we want to tie the current plot together. I think that what her hand injury, it looks like
And you don't even have to describe it now if you don't want to. You can contextualize it later if you want when you guys do the revelation move.
You're right. I think that's a great reminder.
Yes.
Yeah. I see the injury.
Yes.
I see that it's like bandaged.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that there is and that it's not a fake injury, probably from the way that she's moving her hand.
Yes.
I would like to establish with my other hold.
Mhm.
Or did I want to alter one of the aspects? It looks like all of the facets are interesting to us, right? As a table. The death of Master Fan, obviously we need to keep that one. Lord Yao's interruption of the ceremony. Do we want to change that one? I think Lord Yao seems to be more important now because it seems like people want to bring him in to the story. Because otherwise I would change this clue. I'm gonna use my 3 hold to tie this clue to that facet and change it.
Yeah, how would you change it?
I mean, just go ahead, spitball it now. I mean, you don't have.
I think this is the Red Lantern's involvement with Master Fan's death, or like what is the Red Lantern's presence here? Because we've been hinting at it a couple of times now.
If you want to change that, I mean, like, that can go fade into the background. You don't have to have it and shoehorn it in there if you don't want to. Go for it, change it.
You know what I would change, Agatha, is the fall of the Greenleaf Society, because we've not discussed one thing about that. So
Sure.
Yeah, I like that.
Why don't you replace that with the role of the Red Lanterns or something?
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Someone's in that text box. I won't do anything right now.
Oh, that was me in the text box. Sorry, you can change anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Go ahead and change it.
Yeah. The role of the Red Lanterns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I can just tie this to that.
Yeah.
That this injury has something to do with that and not explain anything. Okay.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and just like kind of do a little bracket thing in that injured hand thing if you want to say that is tied in as part of that 12. Is that what you're doing?
I'll put it as a note. Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Tied to role of
Works.
Red Lanterns. Oh, but I did want to. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, let me see. How do I do this? I would like to see that pension is
revealed.
Is surprised.
Okay.
By Sea Shelton's body.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, like there's something about the tightening of her hand, her injured hand on the fan. Or I guess she's not holding the fan with her injured hand, but there's something about it that shows me that she is surprised.
Yes.
And that this is not a part of the plan.
Right. I love it. Pivot. Love it. Now, I just want to point out, regardless of whether you do the revelation move sooner than later, does not affect you all doing your Hearts of Wulin things. So if you do the revelation move like next episode, for instance, that does not mean the game is over. That just means you have a shit ton of entanglements that you still have to try and figure out, and then you could do epilogues in the last episode and such. So I just wanted to make that known, because you're very close. I mean, well, you're not close. You're not very close. You're like, you're so there. With 9 clues for complexity 7, you can roll with a plus 2 if you can incorporate all of these clues into the facets, as well as come up with a decent theory when you do the revelation move next time. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Get that damn mystery done, so this way you can get involved in your own bullshit for the rest of the series. All right.
Yeah.
Not much time left.
So. Okay. Well, the thing that I would like to do is Jintong notices these things and then is going to just grab Haoran.
Okay.
To leave.
Yes. I mean, I want to end on that because, when you grab Haoran, what do you say?
I don't say anything.
Wait, do you grab him again and then just take him out the window like you did before?
This is how our friendship works.
Okay, great.
I just get yoinked. And
We
you
Okay.
have been
as
traveling
necessary.
for months. This is how it's always
Okay,
been.
but I'm gonna complicate things just a teeny weeny bit. I'm gonna say it's like you yoink Pan Haran and I think Soup sees because it's fun and it's just delicious because we have to get to end of session stuff and
Yeah.
stars and wishes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Why am I not being yonked?
Yeah,
Why-
exactly. Why isn't he being yoinked? God dang
Oh,
it.
sorry.
I'm
So
sure
upset.
there's nothing that you need to be concerned about.
No, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Oh my God.
As we all
Why
laugh.
are you saying it like that, John?
Oh, did I say something? What? How did I say it? Did I say it suspiciously? My bad. That's not what I intended at all.
I'm out here drawing the tension, trying to get people to act out so that everybody can see what's happening. You know,
And
Van Horen isn't in any
Pan
danger.
gets joinked. Yeah, it's great.
It's me. It's okay.
There's nothing to worry about.
Wait, I have a question before we completely go into end of session. Who has the antidote? Who has the antidote in hand?
I
No.
would have it.
Yeah, like we're
Isn't
not
that
telling
nice?
you. We're not telling you you're plotting against us.
I
It's
would
somewhere. No, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's fine. It's okay. I'll find out. I'll find out.
It's fine.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. Let's go to the characters. End of session. Let's look at entanglements. Let's see how successful everybody was. Okay.
Actually, sorry.
Yeah.
Thomas, did you want Soup to get grabbed as well? Because I was just realized that we keep having these in like one-on-one scenes as opposed to like group PC scenes. So maybe we should have like more group PC scenes.
Oh my goodness, the triangle. Yes. If you want to grab Soup, I mean, why not?
No, I mean, I'm guessing that you grabbed Van Horen to protect him from some impending danger, or
Is
were you
that-
grabbing him to discuss something?
Yeah. To be like,
Just to
hey,
discuss?
your mom is your mom is Widow Mantis.
Like he
No.
knows, right?
No.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't know yet.
He just saw her hold the Widow Mantis statue in her right hand secretly, right? Like he's gonna be thinking it.
Right.
That's
But,
we just
Yeah,
saw
but
that.
she
Okay,
doesn't know that.
but
So
I don't know
basically,
that.
yeah, Jintong doesn't
Okay.
know that. So
So you should be a world famous detective. Like you should be like, or you should do what Thomas does, which is just claim every single piece of information as something he figured out alone. Like,
I mean, we
but
you're
could
gonna
do
ruin
that,
it for
or we
everybody else
could-
for metagaming. All right, like so stop.
So
No,
my
no,
Stop
question,
Yeah.
it still stands. Did you also want to get grabbed,
no.
or do you want to follow? Do you
No.
Follow, just follow. Come on, you want to follow. You know you do.
Okay, now if the scene is over, then that's great. I'm happy. But then let's get Mu as well. Let's all go and have that group scene. I like that idea.
Everybody follows, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
everybody
y-
follows.
So basically,
That's
yeah.
so
So basically, it's Moo and Soup that or Soup sees, and then nudges Moo and says, "Let's go."
Right.
Yeah,
That
it's
makes more
not.
sense.
We're not rushing out behind them. We're not like,
no.
we're
No,
like,
no,
you know,
no,
we're
no.
like, I'm just going to confer with my associate. You guys discuss.
Yeah, exactly.
And we kind of back away.
Yeah.
From the role.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. And you're constantly tracking like where Jintong and Pan Haran went. Of course, absolutely.
I don't need to, right? Like
I know,
just-
world's
I can just
greatest
detect
detective.
it.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, let's look at these entanglements now. Moo. All right, romantic, lasting happy. The nerve of glass must enlist Jintong. You haven't quite done that yet. Think my sister, yep, should be the next leader. You definitely put that up for thinking about, for sure.
Cool.
Yep. So take that point. Take those points.
And
Jintong.
I'm ignoring Lord Yao's advice to get the 1 XP.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Okay. Alrighty. Jintong. Soup's commit me to seek a cure. Yep, you were definitely working on that. Go about like Moo to protect River Glass. Didn't quite get to that part, so yeah.
No, Moo is so busy.
Moo is busy.
Just
Moo is
constantly
masterminding.
pushing plot with NPCs. It's
God.
so funny.
It's so good
so no,
though.
I did not get to do that, but I still get an XP.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard
You
to
are.
survive.
Yes, and then discovered Widow Mantis invest in killing you and your Panharan's mom. So yeah, now you're just
I
trying to
grabbed
get to
Haoran.
exactly. So you definitely
I'm getting
involved.
there.
Yeah, you're getting there. You're just trying to like now let him know. It's like, hey, by the way, your mom's evil and shit. Soup. Want to be with Jintong, but can't be free until we defeat Widow Mantis.
Yeah, that was the context of my scene with Panharan. So I'll take one there.
Yep.
And then I think Gullible Mu should be the leader of the Word and Sword Alliance.
You did.
Hell
you
yeah.
did totally
I
plug
did
that.
it.
You
I did it.
Totally plugged it, man. I think everybody's like, what? Say what?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then Panharan, lovely men, but my mother wants to marry Zheng. Didn't quite get a chance to do that, but I think you were glad that we didn't get to do that because you got beaten up last time.
Lehman came up in my scene with Panharan.
You did.
So
you did.
I think that's a
so take a point.
one.
Take a point at least,
Sure.
like a point for that. Gonna help Mu bring down the Red Lanterns, or they will continue trying to kill my friend Jintong. That was kind
Not
of
really.
what you did, but not really. No. Yeah. So. Yeah. Sure.
If I knew my mom was a Widow Mantis, then I would have got the XP, but clearly I don't, so I don't.
Not quite yet.
Yeah.
Not quite yet. You're like, what?
We made one request of Agatha.
What?
She just revealed that in the first scene. Agatha said no.
Look now.
Agatha said no.
We were busy, okay? We were busy discovering bloody something
session.
or others in Hot Springs. Somebody had a bigger goal in mind, okay?
In the next session, we're going to start out with them looking into each other's eyes, and we'll see. We'll see if the revelation is made. Yeah.
Looking into. What do you mean if it'll be made?
Come I don't know.
Something is going to.
Come on, Thomas.
Oh my god.
No confidence. Rod will find another dead body.
No confidence. Yeah. Well. No. It'll be basically a comfort and support, and one of them will roll badly. It's gonna be horrible. It's just gonna be.
We're gonna comfort and support each other.
I don't know. I mean,
Jintong is like
very presumptive.
Your mom has been trying to kill me. It's okay.
I mean, somebody's got to support somebody because I mean that's some big news there.
Haoran and Jintong supporting others.
Never mind. Then that was just ridiculous to think about.
Look,
Sorry,
I was being a little bit of supportive towards Soup.
Yeah.
No, you were. Yeah. It's just that you revealed the world's saddest story, like in the middle of that. So you couldn't support.
Okay, wait. Save this for Stars and Wishes. Okay. God, Thomas, you want to go first? Stars and Wishes. Yeah. God dang it. We're done. Wait. Let's just make sure that we covered everything for Doodad advancement. Yeah, take a loss in conflict. Agree to another PC suggestion. Didn't use hearts and minds. Rolls inner conflict. Nobody rolled inner conflict today. Amazing. And has significantly interacted with their entanglements. Okay, great. Okay, so we're done. Okay, Stars and Wishes. Go.
Today was an outer conflict kind of.
Outer conflict.
Yeah. Yeah. Started out for triggering the very fun to hold, but then another crime happens and we got a body because again, very, 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 very fun decision that led to everything that happened after that. Including Agatha's rush to speak to Yifeng before he died because there was a high chance he was gonna be here. And then Agatha in her scene was like
threatened.
Yeah, you were mostly by me. Yeah, that was a nice scene. That scene was also great because Agatha was completely shipping Gullible Mu and Cheng in the chat, which just the gall, but it's fine. And then I thought we had another great scene at the end where Gullible Mu gasped on Soup's suggestion of him. Clearly, Soup had not spoken to Gullible Mu about that, but I think that is correct. Like, yes, that was 100% a thing that he was just doing. Started Jonn for a really nice scene with Haoran and Soup. We've obviously been talking about it literally since the season began about that scene, so I'm glad we finally did it. I thought it would be a kind of like lighthearted scene, and you took it to some serious places, and I hope I didn't undercut that too much. it was hard for me to change the mode I entered the scene in. But yeah, that was about me. I thought that was a nice scene though. And yeah, I feel bad for Fan Haoran more than I did before. So yeah, which was hard, because I already felt very bad. Yeah, started Jintong for the chamber. Very, very scary room. Love it when rooms are just called the room. Because only good things happen there. And yeah, Yifeng having like another name, being called that, all of that was a really nice detail. The chamber coming back with pension, that is nice. But also there's a part of the scene where, I mean, this is start from Mads, where Yifeng was like, I wish you luck. And Jintong was like, I don't need luck. And then Yifeng was like, yeah, you do. Like this is, you don't, like, clearly Yifeng sucks at fighting and Jintong is better at fighting. And Yifeng is like, you're still not good at fighting. Like, you're not good enough. Like, you're not going to be able to, just because you beat me doesn't mean you can beat the Red Lanterns. So yeah, man, that was a great scene. Yeah, and star to you for again, little consequences pushing it. Even when Jonn gets a 12, you're like, and then pension, like does this. That was nice. We got some the murder, it being Shao Chun, great choice. I really thought that was cool. One, because it led to Agatha sort of like contextualizing pension as being surprised, which means that there is somebody, you have something more exciting than pension is pulling all the strings, which is always good. Exciting to see that. And yeah, what else? I liked one of the clues. Let me pick it. The half-painted fan was really interesting. I don't know what it means. I have no idea how it connects to anything, but it's a really interesting clue. Pension
That's
holding a
straight from
half-painted fan.
That's straight
Okay.
from the mystery,
Good,
which is
good
great.
choice though. Yeah, it just felt cool. Yeah, that's it. Those are my stars.
Did you want to say your wishes as well?
Wishes. We start the next session with theorize.
I thought we were going to start next session with the scene between Jintong and Haoran.
That's I'm just gonna assume it happened so that you can't dodge it doing it again. It happens off screen.
You can't deny them that. And look now, I mean, no. Seriously, I mean, like, you can do the revelation, honestly, because there's no day or night phases in this thing. You can do the revelation move whenever the hell you want, and it does not prevent you from still getting through your bullshit. So please, just do it whenever. It's fine.
No, I'm going to start theorizing 15 minutes into the next session. If Agatha has done the revelation by then, great. Otherwise, I'm just gonna
start thinking about it now. Take the whole week.
The way this is uncalled for.
No.
You also asked to play with Thomas, okay? It's like, I just set up the game.
Did I ask to wait?
You did. You actually requested. And I wanted to give you your wish. It's all good.
The consequences of my actions.
No. The consequence is not wanting to play with me. The consequence is that you were like, no. I want to do a scene with Yifan for sure. And you could have easily done a scene with Fan Haoran.
Because I asked for three sessions. Anyway, is that your wish? Are you done, Thomas?
Yeah, I'm so done. Please don't kill me.
So annoying.
You're so annoying. Wait, this is John's character from a different game. Okay. I will go next. Star, yeah, I have Star. Ooh, I'm like, oh, I think this is like my first time getting to like interact so much with a Mads NPC, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's so fun. This is so fun. This is why Rod does it all the time. I get it. So yeah, star to you, Mads, for just like, it was really fun having this scene with Yifeng, and it feels really different from the scenes with Riverglass because I feel like sometimes I don't think we're on the same page when it comes to Riverglass. So sometimes I'm like, I don't know what's happening. But with Yifeng, I was like, oh, I understand. I know what's going on. This is great. I like it. And like, thank you for indulging me in the fight scene. I really wanted to fight, and I got the fight, so that was really nice. Um, and yeah, it was. I really like the way that you went about Yifeng's characterization in general. That like kind of like he's kind of slimy, and then like kind of like the thing that I care about the most, or like getting ahead. And then like when he was saying that you're gonna need good luck, I interpreted it differently from Thomas, where Thomas was like, oh, she's not good enough at fighting. I think the way I interpreted it was he was like, you are going at this alone, and you don't have like, because he kept on talking about how like connections, and then like having like the network resources, and so, and I was like, that makes so much sense the way that I interpreted it coming from him.
Yeah, because he's basically like pulling off the whole, like, he's connected with the Junns, he's connected, like,
Yeah.
with like, all the people that he knows. And then he kept on saying street rat about you and
Yeah.
Riverglass. And I was trying to convey that.
Yeah. No,
being,
I
like,
got it. I got it.
he's such a snot. I mean, I was just trying to convey that to
and
him.
I like that. I like that. Like, it's such a contrast to how he was as a child, where he was so like such a good kid, or and then, well, things happen. So yeah, I like that. That whole scene was super fun. It was worth putting it off for 3 sessions. uh uh and it was worth putting off the scene with Jonn. Don't at me, nobody at me. And yeah, so that's my star. I also really liked the choosing Xiaochun as the NPC that got killed. I'm sure I'm just echoing what Thomas said. Let's see, what are my other stars? I really liked the scene between Haoran and Soup. I thought that was like, it was just really good. Like, to see them talk again, and like how different things are. Especially from Soup's end. Like, Soup is really coming in like being apologetic and contrite, which is like so different from every single interaction Soup has had with Panharan before. So it was like cool to see like the dynamic changes. But then also Soup still maintaining that personality, right? Of being like, oh, you want me to not talk? I don't. Hey, that no can do. So I like that moment. And then uh started Jonn for just being like, I gotta create this antidote. It was so funny when you're like, he needs a moment of peace, and I was like, I feel like that came from your soul, Jonn. This is like, and he did get it, and that's good. I feel like it was nice to see Panhara get a moment of reprieve from the consequences of his action. It was also very funny to see Pahan be like, I need peace, and then like talk, and then it was like, I don't remember what exactly the phrasing was, but it was like ready. The next thing that they said could have escalated the situation again. But then Thomas was like, no, we're gonna not do that. I'm gonna engage otherwise. And I was like, you gave him that moment of peace. I saw it. It was extremely funny. So yeah, just star to you, Jonn. You're always such a treasure. Um, star to Rod. I mean, hey, I think yes, Mastermind Rod, but I think specifically the moment when you used the Proud Youth move, like with the intention of going against it, like going against the intention of that move. Like, that move is like, you go and you ask an elder for advice sincerely. And then you're like, no, I'm gonna hearts and minds, but use the mechanics of this move instead. And then get an XP out of it. Bada bing, bada boom. Like, I was like, run. Run! And your D&D mug. I see it. It was great. And I thought it was really cool. Like, yeah, that's what you can do with mechanics. You can just use them to your advantage, and it was very cool to see. Not something I would have thought of, so I liked that a lot. Additional star to Mads for giving me the hot springs. Even though, hey, no one decided to go along with my suggestion in the chat, but that's fine. That's fine. This is the joy of shipping a rare pair. You take what you can get. And yeah, those are my stars. Did I star you, Thomas? Yeah, I did. No? Oh, I didn't? Oh, sorry. Well, maybe it's because you kept roasting me.
Yeah.
No,
it sucks getting roasted all the time. I know.
Oh, yes, Jonn. Join in. Let's gang up on Agatha.
Wait, is that... I thought that was Jonn joining me. Like,
No, Jonn is complaining about you roasting him all the time, which is what you do.
I don't roast Jonn all the time.
Ask Jonn. Jonn, what do you
Jonn,
think?
do I roast you all the time?
No, I need to confer with my lawyer. No
Think
comment.
about that answer. No. Start to you, Thomas, for expertly maneuvering around. The various things that you had Soup say, like that speech at the end, you did it. I was like, whoa, Mastermind Soup. Whoa. But then also, like the whole thing. No, I did star you. You're just tricking me into giving you more stars. I started the conversation between Soup and Haoran.
Yeah. But I was talking about stars for Jonn. That's all. That's why I got confused. That's all.
Anyway, my wish is to have that conversation between Jintong and Haoran. And I want the trigger to go off for Jintong to get controlled and then attack someone.
Ooh, exciting.
Ideally Soup, but like also
it may be the only way to see.
I feel like Haoran is also fine, but I feel like that Soup would be the juiciest.
Yeah, my wish would be for Jintong to fight me.
Yeah. And then we finally see the 8th step.
Whoa. I've been saving it for 3 seasons. How are you gonna get it?
Yeah.
Only the dice will tell.
Well, no, if we're PvP, then it's not dice.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Exciting.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go. So star to Mastermind Mu. This all the time. This manipulating everything under this guise, fooling everyone. All the time. This is like chef kiss every time. It's like the star would be slightly brighter if we didn't get bait and switched with that hot tub scene, with the hot spring scene. There was silk in everything. So sad. Star in the Soup. I'm mostly repeating what other people were saying. It's like walk in, make a monologue, draw all the attention to him, and then say, Mu should be the leader. And I'm just imagining the camera suddenly is like reacts like it is surprised and pans over to Mu. I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, definitely star for that moment. That was just great. I love that. Star. Star to Jintong for that scene. With I can't remember the NPC name now. I'm praying. What's his name? Let me find it. I have to look.
Yifeng.
Yifeng, thank you. It's like I went blank. Yeah, that scene was it was really cool to finally get that interaction, and yeah, the way she's kind of like I'm just imagining that when that at some point there was like when they were kids and he had something and she just took it from him just like that as children. And then maybe this happened. No, it's just like you took. It's like, oh, he's a master assassin. It's like, I'll take that, thank you. It's like, you're right. It's like one of those anticlimactic. Like, oh, this is gonna be really tough. It's like, oh no, he just snatched it. Oh, ooh. I guess that makes sense. Like, I'm glad you didn't slap him on the wrist or something and put your own punishment. Or the way he got like completely abused in that fight scene. But I love that moment of it was like it felt like tension got built up there. We were learning a lot about the guy, and so when the fight happened, it was like expecting it to be go one way, and it just really just ran away and got his thing taken from him. So, but I love that about that moment. Some other ones, so I'm trying to limit myself from not rattling off every single star that comes into mind like I used to do. So Mads, I always enjoy your NPCs, like all of them. They're great. Really getting to see, especially today, since we got to see the characterization like a new person. Like anytime there's a new character, you don't know how they're going to be, and so it's like it's a little bit of that surprise of like how is this person going to be, how are they going to, and it's always like kind of like chef kiss amazing every time. So love that. Did I miss? I don't think I missed anyone. I guess I'll do wishes then. Wait, really the only wish I have is to see the 8th step, and the only reason not saying any more because I want the full attention to be sit heavily on the seeing of the 8th step, and I don't want to dilute it by suggesting I have other wishes.
We can make that. We can make that happen, Jonn. We can.
So that's my only wish.
Wait, I have. Then my other wish is for another Haoran and Radish interaction. My ships will not be taken away from me.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that is a scene I wanted to do. I just in this moment, we're in the recording. I just didn't want it to get distracted by anything at 8th step. Like in Discord, I'm going to be putting the scenes I want, but this is the wish is to see that 8th step happen.
The fans are going to be very, 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 very upset if we do not get 8 steps.
Yeah, hopefully at a hot springs. I don't know.
Oh no! Oh no! But I will say, it's actually could be fitting with the steam from the hot springs and the 8 step scene. You know,
maybe it requires water. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. It could be very effective in the water and the steam, and with less clothing. Yes. Okay.
Obviously.
What's happening here? This is a fight scene.
Yeah, you can have a fight scene in a hot spring with less clothes.
I don't understand, Thomas. What's the problem? Can you point to where the problem is for us?
Yeah.
No.
That's me. I'm done.
Starts everyone. Yeah, Matt. Again, choosing Xiaochun as the victim was inspired. That opens a lot of doors, and yeah, has a lot of implications. Ditto also with Yifeng's conversation and how yeah how he's kind of slimy, but in an interesting way. And Lord Yao, I love the surprise that he talked to Mu a little more kindly than I was expecting. So that was cool. And of course, all the other NPCs, and then suggesting that group scene at the very, very end with all the NPCs was great. Um, uh, and Agatha, the conversation with Yifeng, yeah, that was very cool. The energy levels between you two somehow worked very well. And the chamber thing. The fight scene was awesome. The conversation right after was yeah, stay out of my way, you stay out of my way, uh, was awesome. And then it ends with a bow, which is very cool. Um, uh, Jonn, the yeah, I love the Haoran being in a craft room. It was awesome. Just a very, change in scenery. The conversation with Soup, the whole philosophy of the family of the Waters Lily and trying to protect the family, um, because you're a smaller, less powerful clan overall. And the accidents happening. Uh, yeah, I'm very curious to see how Haran's gonna deal with the revelation of his mom, with his mom. Um, Tom, kudos to you for the suggestion of keeping the miss and taking the clue with the murder with the murder on the side. Uh, that set the avalanche rolling. Um, I love the conversation with Panharan, you know, apologizing, can't keep quiet. I especially like the can't keep quiet for 2 minutes. I especially like the that Soup is advocating for stumbling around as a life philosophy to Panharan. Thought that was great. I love the anyone going after you must first face the 8 steps of the ghost, and then Agatha's resulting eye roll. So yeah, and then of course in the last scene with promoting Mu out of nowhere, and the putting on the detective hat for the crowd, saying you figured it out already. It's awesome. So as far as wishes, I want to remember to roll inner conflict for Mu because I always forget. Uh, and possibility, not saying it has to happen, but the possibility of allying with a Widow Mantis against a bigger threat. Might be interesting.
Whoa. Who's the bigger threat? Emperor?
Yeah.
Yeah, importantly enough, like Jintong does not want to take down Red Lanterns.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
She just
yeah.
wants to leave.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah. Same thing.
No, it's not.
No, I know.
I mean, you can leave once
The
they're
joke
all
was they
taken
won't
down.
let you leave, so you'll have to kill all of them. But
Right.
if they let you leave, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's too ingrained in her, the importance of it. Like, it's too core to her as like something that matters, for her to want to take it down. Also, no one has told her that this is their plan.
Amazing. Even more conflict. Yay!
Oh, what if Jintong replaces Widow Mantis?
Listen,
There's a gasp!
listen,
Don't
listen,
die,
Rod.
Mads. Live!
Why did you say that? Why did you say that?
Amazing.
You know, you know,
Live.
Agatha can't resist this stuff, right? Like it
Oh
was
my
gonna
God.
be nice and happy. It's gonna be great. And now you're like, what if it became a bigger assassin?
Bigger assassin. Whoa.
Huge.
What if I also get my own little little statuette that I can put
What
in
if you get
my-
merch?
Yes,
Like, what-
yes, merch. It's all in the merch.
What's your-
Merchandising. Come on now.
It's a paper crane, right? That's what you said it was.
Oh my God, so many ideas. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you, Rod.
No, that's it.
Oh no, I'm
Okay.
sorry, paper kite. That's what you said. I wrote it down.
Okay, so my stars, of course, are everything that people have already said, but like specifically, non-specifically, it's like, for the lore drops that we got in this particular episode from Agatha for the chamber. I mean, which was great because like it again harkened back to reminding us about the whole conditioning thing, and then from Jonn for the Water Lily Society. I mean, like that was big, right? I mean, just trying to introduce the whole thing of like, oh, well, I mean, like, Water Lily Society really trying to be up and coming and establish their own reputation, and there's accidents that happen, which I thought was great. And then, no, we're not associated with the Black Widow clan. I love that. That detail was fantastic. Good for you. Holy crap, that was amazing. And then Soup, sounding humble, which, again, what is happening? I don't know. I don't understand what's happening. And then, like, you piping in at the end in the big conversation, like, confronting Lord Yao, and then, like, like also putting forth Mu as the person that should be the neutral party, and then, like, doing this thing with running the Avoidant Sword Alliance, like you care. And then also suggesting that who's the one who murdered Master Fan and or Xiao Chun. I'm like, what? What's going on? Oh my god. That was great. So yeah, like a lot of wonderful things, like, happening organically in this episode, which I absolutely adore, and this is why you guys are fantastic. And Mu, I mean, just really enjoyed the play, well, with Rod. I mean, like, I always learn something when you activate one of your moves, because you did something that I don't normally see. I don't normally see somebody using a negative version of their move, right? I mean, I usually see people like, okay, they're trying to get the plus version of their move, or trying to get to the success or whatever. And then, like, just for the fact that you're like, nope, I'm going to do something opposite, and I'm just going to take the XP. I'm like, what? Where the hell did that come from? I'm like, what? That was brilliant. I loved it. But it was just so simple and so mastermindy. I mean, applaud. Damn. So amazing. And for Jintong, I mean, like, Agatha, that scene with the fight, and then Yufeng, I mean, I was pretty much pivoting off of whatever you were saying. I mean, like, the stuff that I was seeing in his little description, and then the stuff that you were saying, I mean, like, it was just pretty much a back and forth, and I love that. So between the conversation and the fight scene, it was so fun to just, like, play off of everything. And yeah, I really, really enjoy that. So definitive star. Wishes. Oh god, what hasn't already been mentioned? Jesus. Yeah, I mean, like, if you guys want to just do the revelation move, get it over with, please be reminded, one, you can do the revelation move anytime you want. That does not stop you from getting all your other personal entanglements, personal bullshit done, before the end, and then also get into your epilogue. So that's one. Two, the killer of Master Fan does not necessarily have to be the same as the killer of Xiao Chun. Obviously, and may not have anything to do with Pen Shun either. So who the hell knows, right? So I'm very interested to hear what your solution is for the revelation move. I cannot wait. So you have an entire week. Look at the clues. If you get all 9 clues incorporated into your theory, you got a +2 to roll with. So we'll see if you're yes, we'll see if you're right. That's even worse. Oh my god. So, yeah, I just interested to hear what you have for the theory of, like, who done it. And then you can concentrate on the real important stuff, which is, again, your own personal stuff, which is what I love to see. All of those wishes are now recorded. So yeah, get her done, like, before the end of the series. And we need to see the 8 steps of the ghost before the series ends, Thomas. Because if we don't, gonna make you do a spin-off episode where we like get to, Soup and the 8 steps of the ghost, the journey. God damn it. So, anyway, I think I covered everybody. If I didn't, I'll throw it into the chat. God. Anybody have anything else that they wanted to bring up that I forgot, or that they forgot? So, with
Soup
that,
and Jintong fight in the hot springs.
Ooh! Fight or
Yes.
fight?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Better
mean,
find out.
there's at least 8 steps that could change along the way.
that's true. That's true. That's very true. Okay. So with that, you guys have a wonderful week. Happy gaming to you all. And I will see you next time. Oh my God.
Right.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.